Men who like to keep their morning routine simple will love these multi-for-him gummies, specially formulated with 12 key nutrients designed to support men's daily nutritional needs. Nature-made multi-for-him gummies help support muscle and bone health. It improves your immune health, and it increases your energy metabolism. With the quality you can trust, nature-made multi-for-him gummies have no artificial flavors, no synthetic dyes, no high fructose corn syrup, no artificial sweeteners, and is gluten-free. Pharmacists around the world have recommended Nature Made to be the #1 vitamin and supplement brand. So when you need something that's going to help you get you through the day, when you need something that's going to increase your energy to help you get you through that workout, to make you perform as an elite athlete at the top of your ability, try Nature Made multi-for-him gummies, because you don't want to stop
to the 12th round.
Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. It is Wednesday, and you know what time it is. It is the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade, and with me, I have the best damn crew. First of all, if you see this man in a dark alley, run, because he will beat you up in front of your girlfriend. He is the green-eyed bandit. He's your mama's favorite wrestler, and he can whoop your daddy ass. Ladies and gentlemen, the cutthroat, maniacal Roosevelt.
Absolutely. And as you can see, what's that? Right here. I like to fight. Damn it. And with me is our head honcho, Mr. Clean himself, the El Capitan of Brian Renegade. What up, B?
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, my brother. Listen, we got a special guest on the show, man. I have to have you do the introduction and give the perfect due diligence to our esteemed guest.
Yes, absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something to you. If you want to blame anybody in this world for me being a part of professional wrestling, blame that man right there. That man right there. He is the main reason. Let me tell you, he was the biggest blessing I could ever get in my life and my career. He has sharpened all of the tools that I've had and has made me better in and outside the ring. He is an ECW original. He is the ECW enforcer. He is the Rockweiler. He is the man, the machine. He is the transformer. He is everything you could think of and more. He is my trainer, my brother, my best friend, C.W. Anderson.
See, Dub.
All right, so I had to switch off. Can you hear me okay now?
Yes, we can hear you
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay, good. That's good because my Bluetooth died, so we got to start. It's already starting out bad on my end. So,
Uh-oh.
but appreciate y'all having me.
No, we appreciate you being up here, man. We know you're a busy, busy, busy man. You're always doing something somewhere. You're always punching somebody in the mouth or giving them that shotgun super kick. But we're going to get right into it because we're going to talk to the people and let the people know who you are and what you all about, where you from, where you started at, all that good stuff. So CW, give us a quick rundown who you are for those who may have been sleeping on a rock on another planet and don't happen to know. Go ahead and give them a quick rundown.
Let's see. I grew up in the central, a little bit more eastern North Carolina. Lived on a dirt road, lived on a horse farm. Still live on today. We've been there since 1985. Come out of high school, was drafted to play Major League Baseball by the San Diego Padres. Long story short, got talked out of that by my parents, mostly my mom. Got into professional wrestling. Ended up training some significant guys. Ended up being Lodi, Chili Willie, some top guys around the independents. Went to the power plant, made that 3 days of hell power plant tryout. Did that. Ended up at ECW in June 6th of 1999. Stayed there until they folded and went and spent 7 years in Japan on and off. I've been a Wake County Sheriff's Officer. Now I'm a land surveyor from what I was before wrestling. Lost my dad 7 months ago, and I've taken over the family farm. So if I'm not working my regular job Monday through Thursday, I'm on the farm doing that. If I'm not wrestling, I'm here. So I literally have almost 3 full-time jobs.
Oh man, let's talk about that family farm real quick. What kind of animals do you guys have on the farm,
Horses.
and do you grow crops? And what kind of farm do you guys have?
We lease out the part of our land for crops. We raise horses. We have 7 full-grown horses. We have 2 miniatures. We have 2 donkeys. We used to have about 200 chickens, and right before my dad passed away, not give them away, but he got rid of all the chickens. Dogs, cats. Used to have goats. Across the woods, because my family on the other side lives across the woods. We've had mules, hogs, to where we used to slaughter hogs. Almost any animal you can think of, we've had. We've had the big Clydesdales. We have the the German draft horses called Hoflingers. We have 3 of those now. So yeah, but horses is our main thing.
Oh man,
We used to ride, like we had 1 that we raced. A couple were trail horses, but the rest are just what we call pasture ornaments. They just stand around.
Did the one that you raced, did it win any awards or anything?
Yeah. It was never on. It was all like the country race. Like you go to how they have NASCAR and then they got dirt tracks and stuff like that. He was more of like a dirt track racer. He'd go there and win those. He actually never lost.
Oh man.
But he was unbelievable. His name was Scat Cat. And he actually, the last tattoo I got was my dad and him, which is that right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got that a few weeks ago. Also got Goofy throwing up the C-dub. Got a couple other too. I think my favorite one is my Mickey Mouse ECW original, which is that one.
Oh wow.
That's dope.
So, but yeah.
Are you the only one that has that ECW original tattoo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Mickey. It's the Mickey Mouse ears, because it's kind of hard and backwards with the camera, but it's Mickey Mouse ears that are barbed wire, and it says ECW original across it.
I love it.
Yeah, when I worked Shane Douglas in April at the ECW arena, somebody on Twitter posted a picture of that, and my artist redrew it and made it to what it is now. But somebody posted that Mickey Mouse ears, and my fiance and I are huge Disney people. Like we get married September 7th, and that's our honeymoon for a week and a half is Disney. It'll be our third time this year going to Disney.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I've always wanted to. I told my wife when we was about to do our honeymoon, I was thinking about going to Disney because you know you want to live like a kid again. You know what I'm saying? I thought that would be kind of cool. Ride some roller coasters, eat some overpriced food. You know what I'm saying?
We are literally one day. Like I said, we're there a week and a half, and we're two parks. We like Epcot and we like Disney World. Magic Kingdom. That's our two parks. So one day we're going just to ride, and one day we're going just to eat and drink. So we're going 2 different days.
Oh man, that sounds so fun.
Y'all gonna be fat.
We don't do anything, huh?
Y'all gonna be fat.
Yes. Yeah, I'm already prepared for that. As long as I don't get like the ECW, CW fat, I'm okay.
Oh man. Well, listen. Speaking of ECW, man, and I think I kind of want to get into it because you done hit it at it a little bit. But I had a little surprise, man. We had a guest on the show earlier this year, man, and you might know him. He goes by the name of Kid Cash or David Cash.
Yes. I know him well.
And the last time that he was on the show, man, he had a couple of things to say about you. So I just want to get your reaction and your response to it. All right.
ECW was awesome. CW and I, man, bro, I gotta, CW was in that top 5 of the best workers that I've ever worked. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's in that top 5. Me and him have put on some amazing matches in ECW, and it was really kind of fun. I don't think there was ever like any dislike between us. I think it was just jealousy, between both of us. We both had it for each other because we both got to ECW at about the same time. And we both had really good first nights and stuff like that. So we kept getting called back. Him and I both, they didn't give us contracts right off the bat. He was from North Carolina and I was from Tennessee. We were actually the only Southern people going there at that time, So we were just, having these crazy ass stiff matches, man. I mean, we were beating the shit out of each other, but we had such good matches that Paul loved it, man. And those matches that we had really elevated both of us. It really got both of us, looked at through the office and stuff like that. So I got to, CW is one of my all-time favorite people to ever work. I'd work him today. If I ever did another match again, I'd want it to be with him. It's just how much chemistry you have with somebody. But ECW was, everybody had that same chemistry. That's what I loved about it. It was.
Yeah, man. The great David Cash, man, had a couple things to say about CW, man. What was your thoughts on that?
Dave, he was kind of right. That the little, I won't say the jealousy for us was not a bad thing. It was always a good thing with me and him because it drove me and him. The one thing he and I used to like to do was beat the piss out of each other. And it was like the harder we hit each other in certain situations, the more we liked it and the funnier it got. There was an instance in November to Remember where you actually see me laughing running across the ring because he said something funny because I had made a smart ass comment to him for him throwing a chair at me. And I called it. I said that was a little uncalled for. And then I ended up chopping him in the throat, and he responded with, "Well, that was a little uncalled for." As you see me laughing.
I think CW's having some technical difficulties. We have bad weather out here, so that could be the issue right now. We are.
Let's see. Hurricane coming.
Yes,
right.
Hurricane Debbie. So she could be interrupting some things right now. So until he comes back, real quick, let's run down what happened this past week with Monday Night Raw and a little. Oh, there he is. Let's see if we can get him back on.
All right. What about now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
I can see y'all. What in the blue hell?
Is the hurricane hitting over you guys pretty hard right now?
It's coming. It rained a little bit today. It actually rained a lot today. But it's coming. It's going to be here tonight and all through tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, they've already closed schools and everything.
Yeah,
But you was talking about the last thing we heard was you talking about giving Kid Cash a chop in the throat, and then he looked at you and said, "That's a little uncalled for," and you started laughing. CW, he may be having some technical difficulties again.
Right. Yeah, so we'll check on him, trying to make sure he gets back. But I think that the whole time with ECW, man, having these originals come on and talk about their experience with it. Let's see if we got them back. CW. Yeah, maybe so. I don't know.
The better
When you were trained by CW, man, let's talk about that real quick. Can you talk about your experience on being trained by Great CW?
Yeah, so it was these three guys. They were called the Gorilla Squad, and I spoke to them at a show, and I told them what my goal was. I told them I wanted to go to WWE, and I told them I was going to make it. And they looked at me and they said, "Man, you too small. You got a lot of talent, but you're small. You're gonna need to tighten some things up." So they said, "If you really want to do that, if you really believe that you can do that, let's introduce you to somebody." So they introduced me to CW. At the time, I didn't really watch ECW, so I knew of him, but I didn't really know him. So when I met him, he kind of talked to me and told me what he could do, asked me what I was interested in and what my goals were. And once I told him that, he kind of just grabbed me by the neck, literally by the neck, and started showing me some different things and showing me different ways of thinking and how to think outside the box and to tighten up my in-ring skills and utilizing everything that I've had outside of wrestling, the boxing and the MMA. It took a while for me to kind of grasp that mindset to utilize those things with the wrestling, because a lot of guys in wrestling don't know how to do those things. They don't know how to box or how to do some Brazilian jiu-jitsu and like to shoot, grappling, or anything like that. So once I started transitioning, I kind of learned how to utilize it without hurting somebody, but still making it sense enough for them to be able to say, okay, I can go with this. I can move with you. I can do this. I can do that. Or if they don't know what the hell they're doing, I can at least make it look like they're doing the things with me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So CW really grabbed me by the neck, started taking me places, introducing me to people, taking me to different shows, teaching me locker room etiquette a lot better, etiquette on the road. One of the stories I'm sure he's going to tell is when I was coming back from Florida from the show, and I was supposed to meet with him at 12 o'clock. We didn't get back to my house from Florida until 11:30. His house was 30 minutes away from my house, and I still had to take a shower, get dressed. And again, I didn't have any on-the-road etiquette. So I just went straight in the house. I took my shower, got dressed, didn't think to call or nothing, waited for the other guy to come. We showed up to his house 30 minutes late. And he dug into our ass. He really let us have it. He told me, he said, and if you go to sleep, I'm going to punch you in the face. So I would get in the car and just go to sleep because I'm like, okay, well, I'm not doing nothing else. I'm not driving. I might as well go and take me a nap. I didn't know that you're supposed to stay awake to keep the other guy awake as well. So he taught me a lot of different things. And then it got to a point where I was learning so much that I started to enhance everything that I've learned and transitioned it to where he started asking me to show him some things. So we have this thing at the school where you never stop learning. You can learn from anybody. So we always bounce ideas off each other, learn some different things. I teach him the Brazilian jiu-jitsu, different ways of grappling, different things. He always teaches me some stuff that he learned from Japan. So my entire career has been because of that man. So, you know, like I said, He is the reason why I am still here. He calls me the psycho for good reason. You guys see my
The
workouts.
psycho?
Yeah, you guys see my workouts and my trainings. Like when I started training with CW, the mindset was always get tired and blown up in training so you never have to deal with it when you're wrestling at a show. And I always took that to heart. I wanted to push myself as hard as I can in training to where I just can't walk, I can't breathe or something. So that way when I have a show, I know how to use my energy, conserve energy, better my breathing and everything. And that came from CW's whole mindset of kill yourself at training so you can fight a little easier in the show. And I even have a shirt that says train hard, fight easy. So that's the way we do things.
Oh, man. Train hard, fight easy. I like that. You know what I'm saying? We talk about practice.
Because you fight the way you practice. You know what I'm saying? Or you practice the way you want to fight. So you don't want to go into a practice and just be, oh, I'm just going to do this and I'm going to play around with this. No, you really go in there and you go full all on out. Of course, within reason, no one gets injured or anything like that. Our top thing in training is safety, always. Even in shows, it's always about safety. So we go in there and we go into it like we're at a show. And we have our facility. A lot of people can't survive in our facility because it's a big barn. It's a very huge barn. You've seen it with the Iron Man match, and it gets hot in there. For regular people, it gets hot.
For regular people.
For me, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't turn on no fan or nothing. But the other people, regular people, they going in and like, oh man, can we turn on the fan? Or they got to go outside and get some air, or they got to go outside and give up them guts, But in the winter time, we have guys going outside and throwing up. That's how.
We from two different places. Giving up the guts means something different from where I'm from.
Okay, throwing up. So a lot of the guys, they come into it thinking, okay, I can survive one of these trainings, and they leave with a whole different mindset of, shit, maybe my cardio is not as best as I thought it was. So in the summertime, it gets very heavy for the guys. It's very strenuous and hard. In the winter time, it's hard for me. Now the winter is my kryptonite. And when it gets cold, it gets cold because there's no insulation and there's no heat. There's no nothing. So the building just holds whatever temperature is outside. So we get in there and we train hard. And CW's trained at the power plant. The power plant was the school where if you wanted to know that you can do this or you can make it, that's where you went. A lot of people didn't make it the first day. And he used to tell stories of there would be like 60 guys in there on the first day and about 20 on the second day. Because about 40 people just could not, they just couldn't make it. They just couldn't come back. They just knew that wasn't for them. And by the time you got done with I think their tryout training was like for a whole week or like maybe 5 days to a week. And by the time they got done, it may be starting from 60 guys, it's only about like 10. And it showed your will, your true grit, and your determination to really do this. And that's why we have the facility the way we do it, because it's like, if you can survive and maintain your ability and keep going with the extreme temperatures that we have in that facility, you can get anywhere. I've had people tell me the way that I train, if I went to a WWE tryout, the tryout would be a warm-up for me because my training is so much more intense. And that's what I like. I like hearing that if I went to a WWE tryout, I could breeze through it. Because that's exactly what I want to do. I want to show that you guys are going to have to give me a whole lot more for me to feel like I actually did something, or you can say, "Oh, this guy's, he's not that good."
Yeah, I can see that. I can survive in the gym. Just give me about a good 2 months of like steady workout, and then we're good. Matter of fact, I just got a gym membership yesterday, so I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready, Jack. Look, we'll get our guest C.W. Anderson back in a few, man. I think he's having some connection issues. But while we're up here, man, Roosevelt, what kind of events and things that you got coming up?
Depending on this weather, this hurricane's kind of putting a damper on everything. I am flying out of Charlotte on Friday. I'm going to Forest City, Arkansas. I have a show out there for Sioux Wrestling, and I have a seminar. So I'm actually going to be hosting my own seminar, my very first one out there, and showing these guys how to get better. Giving them the tools and the keys they need to make it to places that I've been on, like WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, whatever their goal is, international, whatever their goal is, I can give them the distinct tools to help them to get to the next level. And then after that, other than that, I got a couple trainings I got going on for this movie. We're doing a stunt fan-made movie called Birds of Prey. It is me and Maverick, actually. Maverick Vo, my trainee. He wrote and he's producing and directing this movie. I am returning as the Bronze Tiger. And I will be fighting all the birds of prey, and this time I'm going to kick the ass a little bit. So I got a big role in this movie now. We got a lot of things that we got going on. The stunt team has grown a lot. Our mindset in the production has grown a lot. We're using cables and wires. Okay. My first time, you gonna
be flying through the air,
yeah,
with the nut on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, I mean, jumping in the air, flying, and throwing little world kicks and everything. So I might throw oh, okay, I might throw one of those.
I wanted to see it.
Yeah. So I'm excited, man. There's a lot of different things that's coming up. God is moving in the best way that He knows how, and I'm just being as patient as I can. I'm trying to be as patient as Job, as people would say, so that way I can receive all the blessings and everything that He has for me, and not get to a point where I want to rush Him. You know how we want to rush things because things get so bad and so difficult, and we carry so much weight on top of us. I'm like, I just want to take this shit off. Just take it off and let somebody else carry it. But I'm realizing more and more that I'm the only one that can carry it, which is why I have so much on me. So I'm going to continue to be Superman for the man upstairs and continue to save the world every step of the way.
Absolutely. Listen, you mentioned that you were doing a seminar, man. What are 3 common mistakes that young wrestlers make when they get into the industry?
The first one is going too fast. They want to move so fast. They want tomorrow's proceeds today. They want the proceeds without the process. So a lot of them, and the second thing would be humbleness. A lot of the young guys, they don't know how to be humble. They think, oh, I've watched this for years, or I've done this kind of training, or I've done that, or I'm the second or third generation wrestler for whoever. And a lot of guys, they lose their humbleness until they get in the ring with somebody that has to humble them. And then the third thing would be professionalism. As crazy as it sounds, a lot of guys don't really know the level of professionalism that they need to really make it in this business. A lot of people, they show up to the shows with sweatpants on, pajama pants, flip-flops. I've seen it all, Zumbas and everything. And it's like, if you treat it like a business, you make business money. You treat like what JC said. I'm not a businessman. I'm a business
Man, yeah,
right? So
right.
you got to treat it like that. You got to treat it like you are the business. And a lot of guys, they don't know how to do that. And then when they see somebody else that does it, some guys ask questions with the intent of learning how to do it like them. And some guys just sit back and ask questions with the intent of wanting to make jokes and laugh about it. But then when somebody like me makes it on TV, then they come up to you, hey man, saw you on TV, bro. How'd you get that? Well, I wore a suit. You know, I carry myself as a business. So the only way for anyone to take you seriously is to look serious. So those would be 3 key things that a lot of guys mess up on, is just wanting to go too fast, humbleness, and professionalism.
Oh, man. And that kind of resonates actually when you become a champion too as well, right?
Absolutely, because you got to think a company thought highly of you to say, I want you to be the face of my company. I want you to represent my company. So you really got to say, okay, well, I got to move a little bit differently. I got to make sure I represent myself, the company, the promoter, and all of the talent on the company as well. Because you got to think, you know, a lot of guys, they're sitting back. A lot of guys sit back and say, well, why not me? Why is he champion? And then you have to show why it is the company say, yo, I want this guy to be champion. And then that makes them step their game up and say, you know what? I got to respect that man because he's doing exactly what he needs to do, and he's doing it right. So if I want to be in that spot, let me change my mindset up. Let me step my game up. And let me first, maybe I can ask this man, hey, what could I do to do like you're doing? Or let me find it in my own way and make it my own.
You know the first thing that you should do once you get a belt?
What's that?
Doing? Oh, I feel so good. I just got to give this scene that good old spin on this thing, and we're good
to go. Yeah, that thing good on.
I can't stand you. I just got a message from CW. He said I give up. The internet is in and out. My phone sucks in this house. Reschedule me, please. Sorry, bro. Please tell Brian.
Hey, no worries, bro. We were about to get into the meat and the potatoes of the thing, but it's all good, man. So we're just gonna have to reschedule the interview with CW Anderson, man. He's having some connection issues due to this hurricane that's in the Carolinas right now. So you know, if you guys are in the path of the hurricane or the flooding or the tornadoes that are spawning off, man, please be careful. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you have some backups, some emergency lights, flares. You know what I'm saying? A rotary phone, I don't know, whatever you need in the in the face of danger. You know what I'm saying? Definitely do it.
You got your telegraph plugged
telegraph, CB radio. I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, I need a CB radio, and I don't even know where to go to get one. You know what I'm saying? Just for if something happens. You know what I'm saying? Because if all technology goes down, the CB radios are going to be key. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't no Radio Shacks no more. All the Radio Shacks go.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say Radio Shack, and I was like, no, don't say that.
Go to Best Buy, they ain't got enough refrigerators and speakers. Yeah, you know, they ain't got nothing at Best Buy no more, man. I go in there, I get depressed. I'm like, where all the good stuff at? Like, I used to like going to shop. Now, the shopping experience ain't the same no more. You know what I'm saying?
Look it up on TikTok. TikTok got everything.
Yeah, TikTok shop. Yeah. Straight up. Man, hey, listen, I wanted y'all to go at it too, because I made the graphic for it and everything. Well, he was going to tear into your ass. Well, I know I was prepping him too. I was like, hey, look, man, he been talking junk about you. You know what I'm saying? He talked about your mama a couple times. Listen, I wanted him to go at you. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to go in. But we're going to reschedule that interview, man. It's going to be a great one. I think, you know what, it'll be great if we can, we'll set something more special for the beautiful folks. So if you came in, you tuned in to see the C.W. Anderson interview, man, he was having some connectivity issues, but we will reschedule that interview, and we're gonna have some more surprises for you. But man, I played the clip of David Cash because we had David Cash on the show, Kid Cash. For those who are familiar with his work in WCW, ECW, and WWE, man. And he said some pretty great things about C.W. Anderson, meaning that he was probably put C.W. Anderson on his Mount Rushmore of ECW wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? And that he will want to fight him again. I think I would love to see a Kid Cash versus C.W. Anderson match again.
Yeah, I would too. And
the funny part about it, C.W. Anderson will be on the smaller side. You know what I'm saying? When they first fought. Because Kid Cash is a little bigger. Got a little bit more meat. You know what I'm saying? So Kid Cash or David Cash might be bigger if they did face again. So it'll be interesting to see that. These two veterans going at it. I say, talk to a promoter, maybe book that match. The rematch. You know what I'm saying?
You're looking right at me though.
I'm just saying, the promoters, man. I'm just a civilian.
Maybe we can get it on the Best Damn Wrestling show.
I like it. I'll book it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's money right there.
That's real money.
Yeah, do some revenge rematches. I think that. I did that with my brother.
If we could do Kid Cash and CW, me and Lodi, if we could get Shane Douglas, I know we can get Shane Douglas and see if we can get somebody to go up against him, kind of like almost like an ECW show. I'm going to see.
I would love to do an ECW Legends show.
Yeah,
that'll be hard, bro.
We could make it happen. I'm gonna reach out to Sonny Ono. I don't know if you remember Sonny Ono, the manager. I'm gonna reach out to him and see if I can get him on too. He's uncle. I have good connections with him, so I'm gonna give him a call, see if we can get him on the show. Real quick, just to mention something. Arn Anderson being on SummerSlam this past Saturday, and there was a picture of Arn, Brock, and Triple H standing together, and Arn posted saying, thank you for the hospitality and yada yada. That's a big deal, and I don't think a lot of people really understand how big of a deal that is, because Brock is a free agent. Brock is no longer with AEW. Arn Anderson is no longer with AEW. And C.W. Anderson has been tagging with Brock for a very long time, and he's been managed by Arn Anderson. So I think, and I was going to ask him on the show tonight, I think we might see C.W. Anderson in WWE in some way, some fashion, if we can keep him and Brock together as a tag team and Brock does get a look, we could very well see C.W. Anderson on WWE TV.
Absolutely, and I would love to see it, man. Love to see it.
Absolutely.
Real quick, man, and I'm gonna go off camera real quick, but let's talk about some things that people can do for their health. So can we get a Roosevelt workout routine for the one and only Nature Made Minute?
Yeah, so one of the key things a lot of people don't realize what they can do is stretch. A lot of people think that they need to go into a gym and just do workouts, calisthenics and weights and everything else. But if you actually do one good session of stretching, what stretching does, it puts elasticity into your muscles. When we work out, we tend to tear the muscle, damage the muscle. But if you do a lot more stretching, you can get a lot more elasticity, which gives you a lot more growth in the muscle. So if you actually add in a lot of stretching into your workouts as a regimen, instead of just going in and doing push-ups, sit-ups, bench and curls and everything else, just go in there and just stretch for a good 30 minutes to an hour, as if you were doing a regular workout. That's going to give you a lot more benefits than anything else. Plus, it helps you feel a lot more better. Stretching gives you a lot more fluidity into your bones and your muscles. It helps you move a little bit easier. And then whenever you actually get into the actual workout, you have a lot more blood flow and you have a lot more strength in your bones. So get into some stretching, get into some deep breathing. The more oxygen you have in your body, the easier it is for you to be able to perform and complete any kind of workout. More oxygen helps you with stem cell regeneration, which is very big right now. It's very beneficial. I actually go to a hyperbaric oxygen treatment facility every, I make appointments just as many times as I can. I have 40 sessions available to me as a veteran. And what they do is they pump 100% of oxygen into your body, which goes through your bloodstream, which helps with fighting off infections, viruses, helps with stem cell regeneration, helps you with recovery after a workout. It cures headaches, migraines, concussions, a bunch of different things. There was a little boy that goes there, and I've seen him, his mom talk about how it's helped him. The little boy is 4 years old. He's wheelchair bound. He does not have good functionality with his legs. Now, ever since he's been doing the hyperbaric oxygen, he is able to stand on one of the vibrating plates and hold himself up with any help, with any assistance. So it has a very big benefits to it, which is why I always tell people, the more oxygen you have in your body, the better you're going to feel. So doing some deep breathing, doing some stretching is going to help you be able to perform and feel a lot better and be able to complete any kind of workout, or just your everyday thing.
Or just your everyday thing. That was your Nature Made Minute by the one and only Roosevelt. See, he's not always maniacal. Sometimes he can be helpful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not always evil. He's just healthy sometimes, which is stretching. So the Nature Made Minute word for today was stretch. Stretching is good for you. You know what I'm saying? Nothing worse than getting out of bed and getting a Charlie horse. You know what I'm saying? And oh boy, I'm telling you, when you get older, just little movements will ruin your whole day. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing worse than trying to get out of bed and you can't.
You can't. You know what I'm saying? You just get a random cramp somewhere. It's like, my leg. My wife called it Charlie the horse. She said, "Oh, baby, Charlie the horse got me." I said, "Who the fuck is Charlie the horse?" Charlie and his horse about to get his ass whooped. Who's Charlie the horse? Say, "Oh, Charlie. Oh, you got a Charlie horse. Oh, okay." You just cramped up a little bit. Just eat a banana and some water. That's it. Oh man. Well, yeah, we'll have this interview, man, for you guys, and I had some great questions that I wanted to ask them, man. But we're gonna redo and reschedule CW Anderson, man. We're gonna have some great surprises for you guys, so stay tuned for the interview, part 2 with CW Anderson. Yeah. Oh man, Roosevelt, real quick, man. Let us know. Matter of fact, go ahead. It's been a great show. Let me do a throwback interview, man, to one of my favorite people. I was so excited when we first got this interview. It's probably one of the the first big interviews that we had. It was just Mr. Everything at the time on the road, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing, and ran into the great Ron Simmons. So anytime I get an opportunity to play this, I will. You just got to listen a little bit closely, you know what I'm saying, because our sound guy wasn't there that day. So our sound guy wasn't there that day. But I want you guys to check out this great interview that we had the opportunity and to have with the great Ron Simmons.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews, and I am blessed, beyond blessed to have this legend of... Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews, and I am blessed, beyond blessed to have this legend of professional wrestling, this Hall of Famer of professional wrestling, Mr. Ron Simmons.
Yes, sir.
Man, I gotta tell you, I usually don't get lost for words, I usually don't get starstruck, but I mean, you are the uncle for all of us. You are the reason why we do the things that we do. You're the reason why we're able to do the things that we're able to do.
You know, coming from you, and particularly being a young black man, I can't tell you how much that means to me. But see, understanding this, right? Everything has a beginning, and for myself, others laid a platform for me. So, you know, that's what I'm supposed to do, you know? Continue that going, you know? So I know I'm doing that, if that's what it means to you. So that's what I'm expecting you to do. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right, so that's how that goes, you know?
Absolutely.
No, Ron Simmons didn't do it by himself. I had others to come before me that laid that stage, you know, and said it for me. So I'm keeping that going, you know, and you're gonna keep it going.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So yeah, man, that means everything in the world.
So, being the very first African-American world heavyweight champion.
Black.
Yes, black world heavyweight champion. Explain to me what that feeling was, and explain to me how you felt seeing someone like Kofi Kingston becoming the first black WWE champion.
The same way, brother, looking at the, you know, as it's when it set in for me, right? I'm sure the feeling was the same. You understand me? Because I didn't really grasp it at that point. My sights were set on just being champion. Okay? Later on, the significance of it hit me. You understand? Because of his recovery over the years with you, right? With others. And the best part about it is that not only with just young black men, you know, hey, you're talking to women of all other people of all other colors and ethnicity too, you know what I'm saying? So man, listen, all these years later, for it to have that impact, I mean, you can't ask for no more than that, you know? Hey, I'm a blessed man, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, no doubt.
So one more quick question. Of all the years of being in a tag team, you and Butch, and you and JBL and APA, everything you've done, Nation of Domination, tell me, what is the most profound moment of your career?
And once again, we just finished talking, right? And I've been in some wonderful, you know, with some great tag partners, you know. Butch being a mentor to me, right? And of course being in the tag with JBL, right? Hey, both of them fantastic, right? But becoming world champion again, of course, black world champion, that impact, brother, listen, that's it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the highlight.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
And for the meaning, not just being champion, but the meaning of that.
Yes.
You know, right? For the inspiration, inspiring others, you know? Like you said, you know? And I just had to sum my entire career of it just be damn.
It's Mr. Everything. Ron Simmons, back to you at the guys of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast.
Your damn didn't sound like his damn.
I know.
Your damn sounded handicapped. Your damn needed milk. Your damn needed some milk. Yeah, Ron Simmons just put you to shame. You actually tried to say damn in front of Ron Simmons.
You can't out damn Mr. Damn himself, okay? I let him have that. I let him have that.
You literally, you ain't have no choice but to let him have that. That's Ron Simmons. You gonna try to say damn in front of Ron Simmons and just you whispered it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't say it with your chest. That's all I'm saying.
Well, next time, I'm gonna let you have the interview and let's see how well you say damn in front of Ron Simmons.
We gonna have Ron Simmons on the show.
We are.
And when we do, I'm gonna say damn from the pits of my soul. Look. Ron Simmons.
I'm gonna go ahead and send. I'm going to send out an email. I'm going to make that happen.
With who? Happen with who?
Ron Simmons.
What about then? I ain't scared. I'll say damn in front of Ron. He ain't nothing but my childhood hero. It's okay.
You stuttering a little bit.
Oh man, but listen, I can't wait till we do have Ron Simmons back on the show, man, to talk about his life, his legacy. And he gave you some marching orders. Ron Simmons looked you in the face and told you it's up to you to bring over the new and next generation of wrestlers. What did that mean to you when Ron Simmons looked you in your eyes and said, it's your duty to carry on the tradition of passing the torch to the new generation of black and brown wrestlers?
So it was always something that was said to me before, and I've always brushed it off because I felt as though there was more that I needed to learn, there's more I needed to do, and I didn't want to take on that responsibility because I wanted to focus on myself. I've always had different locker rooms that I walk into and guys come up to me and ask me questions and ask for advice and come to training and want to learn different things. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to show you this and I'm going to show you that, but go do your thing because I got to do my own thing. And it's been said to me from different people. Caprice Coleman has said it to me. Bob Evans has said it to me. And then here from Ron Simmons is like, okay, all right. Yeah. I get it now, because like I said, he was the man for why we all got into it. He pretty much pioneered black wrestlers. Outside of Rocky Johnson and Thunderbolt Patterson, Ron Simmons was the guy because he actually won a world title. Something that they always said none of us will be able to get. So to hear that from him in the level that I'm at right now makes me realize, okay, if I don't get signed, but if I can get somebody else to a point where they can get signed, I can say I did that. I don't need the recognition for it. I don't need anybody to give me the praise or go and say, the only reason why I'm here is because this guy. I like to hold that myself. I like to be able to carry that myself. We carry so much weight, and I would love to be able to say, this man, I'm in here. You come on in. This man made it because I assisted him and I got him to that point.
Right. And I think that's honorable. You know what I'm saying? To take on that mission of bringing up new wrestlers, man. I think that's not something that everybody can do. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody is a leader like that. You know what I'm saying? So for people who've held championships all over the world to look at you and be like, you know what? I think you are the next one to really go ahead and take things to a new level and really train the new generation of wrestlers, man. I think that's a huge honor. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, not everybody gets that, gets told to them. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, oh, you selfish. You ain't never gonna help nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? To be able to have that opportunity, I think that's great, man. So, hats off to you, man. Keep on doing what you're doing. We saw a little hint of that while you were playing the role of commissioner in the Hyperdrive tournament, man. So that was so fun. And listen, we got another tournament coming for you guys later on. We'll tell you guys about it when everything gets set up, but we're so excited for it. for this next round of tournament. And we're going to do the Phoenix League. You know what I'm saying? Bring some females. You know what I'm saying? Show that females can get down and dirty and wrestle too. You dig what I'm saying? So we're going to make this thing happen. Real quick, I just had to go ahead and put this up here so you can plug yourself, man. You do personal training and all that jazz. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so I offer personal training services in the Raleigh area, and I also can do it virtually. So if you need some type of assistance in your personal training goals, my motto right now is just because the summer is over does not mean your summer body has to be over. So let me help you maintain what you have or improve what you weren't able to accomplish going into the summer. So get in contact with me through the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast page, or you can email me if you're virtual at roosevelt.conyers@gmail.com, or just link with me on my Instagram, Roosevelt the Fighter, or go on my TikTok, official_Mr. Everything, and I can get you to where you want to be. As long as you trust the process. As long as you trust the process, I will get you to the proceeds.
Look at those prices. Look at those prices.
Those are good prices.
Those are great prices. What you mean? Those are that is the family discount price. So y'all getting the family discount price for Rosebeck. I told him to charge $1,000 an hour, but he don't want to listen to me. He want to give y'all a deal and stuff. Yeah. He care about your health and your time. You know what I'm saying? He want to see you grow and make it and all that stuff. I just want to take your money. But Roosevelt, he care about helping people. So why are you at it? If you trying to get your body rebuilt, just do it, Roosevelt. I think I'm gonna take you up on one of them offers and do a virtual class, man. I think I'll go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it. Let's do it immediately. I'm actually getting ready to work with a new client right now, so I have to sign off. So,
all right, before you sign off, my friend, do you have a final word for your beautiful subjects?
Yes, my final word is it's raining and it's pouring, but the sun will come out tomorrow. Okay? It's raining and it's pouring, but the sun will come out tomorrow. So don't mind getting wet. It's going to be all right. Because by tomorrow comes around, you'll be nice and dry and happy. And everything that you want to do and accomplish will be available to you. That is my final word for the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast.
Get wet. That's what he said. That's all I took from that. Get wet. That's all I got from that one. Real quick, beautiful people, my final word will be show gratitude in everything that you do. Remain humble until humbleness isn't an option. And believe in yourself, because you can do it if you put the effort and the discipline and the time into it. Simple. That is the final word from your boy, Ryan Renegade. And if you want to follow the show, you can check us out on all of our social medias, all of our platforms. You can check us out on Instagram at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Shout out to everybody that's watching us live right now on Instagram. We are on Facebook. Also, you can join our Facebook group, Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We got a Facebook page where we post all of our content. The BD Wrestling Podcast. You can go over to our X at Best Damn Crew. You can go over to our Twitch, the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. We even got a TikTok. And you can visit our TikTok at Best Damn Wrestling Crew. And go over to our damn store. And I ain't gonna tell you no damn more. You can get all kind of hoodies, hats, all kind of goodies, aprons, all gloves. You can get you a shirt to say Mr. Everything. Whatever you damn want, you can get at the Best Damn Wrestling store. So go over to our damn store and get you some damn merchandise. Damn it.
I knew it was coming.
Just wait up. All right. Beautiful people, We love y'all like play cousins. Check us out on all of our platforms and see what we got going on. Follow Roosevelt and all of his endeavors and everything that we've got going on. Get some personal training from him. And shout out to all of our sponsors, man. We love each and every one of y'all for supporting us. We're going to lean on y'all for some more support as we go into this year, man. So shout out to Nature Made, Brickhouse Nutrition Fanatics, Idle Cam, iGlass.com, Tour Hub, Phoenix Foodies, Hilton Honors, the list goes on and on. So thank you guys for supporting us in our mission to take over the world. Beautiful people, we can't hold you no longer. We will see you next week. On the next Best.
Damn.
See, why you ain't do that in front of Ron Simmons?
Because it was Ron Simmons. I was in the wrong zone. I was in the wrong zone.
If you couldn't do that in front of Ron Simmons, he would have been impressed. Yeah, all right. We will see you next week on the next Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Beautiful people, we bid you adieu.